This episode is sponsored by Auxito. Check out their website for all sorts of lighting upgrades. Thanks to them, we're giving away D3S LEDs to replace the HIDs in your Cadillac. If you're interested in winning, keep watching. I'll tell you later how you can enter.
You know, when I first got my Cadillac CTS, I was super impressed with the output of these headlights. Projectors, HID xenon bulbs, I mean, that was top notch to me. Previous cars, all I had were those stupid incandescent lights. But yet people on Facebook were complaining that the CTS headlights sucked. I couldn't believe it until I drove my fiance's Acura TLX with LED headlights. That's when I realized what I was missing. And LED technology has come a long way, and now there are bulb replacements for your HID setup on your CTS that are a quarter or half the price of just one bulb for your CTS from the dealer. That's right. In this episode, we're going to be comparing two LED products out there, and we're going to find out which one is right on my CTS. Let's check it out. It's really important that you pick the right LED bulbs because not all of them fit, even if they're the right type. These are D3S type. Some of them are designed in such a way that will actually cause problems with your car. So be sure to keep watching. I'm going to tell you more about that. Auxito sent me these lights for review, but all of my opinions are my own. The LITTON D-Series LED lights I bought them because a few other Cadillac cts-v Sport owners are using them and seem to be happy with them, and I wanted to see if there's any difference between the two. By the end of this video, you're going to see exactly which bulb I decided I wanted to put in my Cadillac CTS. Now, if you're just here for the installation of these bulbs, you can jump to this time. However, I do suggest you stick around because I have some really important information on why you can't just pick any D3S LED bulb out there and why one of these is best suited for your Cadillac CTS. Both sets of these bulbs are much cheaper than just buying one bulb from the dealer of the stock headlight. The Auxitos are about $89, but if you use my link down in the description plus my coupon code JETFUEL, you can get 15% off. Also, you can get the D-Series LITTON LEDs from Amazon. You can use my associates link down below. They do vary in price. I think I picked these up for only like $40, but right now they're back up to $80, so keep an eye on that price. Both these lights come well packaged to keep your lights safe. The Auxitos came with some nice white gloves to handle your HIDs because especially those, you don't want to get any oils on the glass. It will hurt the life of the bulb. In fact, it may fail very quickly. So if you do happen to touch it or get it dirty, be sure to clean it with isopropyl alcohol. Both these lights are the proper size and shape with the LED elements in just the right spot so they focus properly in your projector housings. Both of them have a base that has an aluminum heatsink plus a fan inside. I did find that the LITTONs have much noisier fans, which kind of scare me, making me think they're going to fail earlier, but I don't know, that's just conjecture. The Auxitos are quite a bit quieter. Now, the heatsink here is what's really important to pay attention to when buying LED lights. Some of these have heat sinks that are so big that when you install them and your lights turn because they're adaptive, you're gonna get the heat sinks bumping against the housing. That's not what you want because that's gonna give you a headlight error. These lights, both of them I've tested thoroughly, do not give you headlight errors. Both these lights are rated for about 20,000 lumens for the pair, and they are 6,000 Kelvin color temperature. 6,000 means they're pretty white. Anything higher than 6,000 tends to start turning blue. Anything lower starts turning yellow. The stock HIDs on the CTS are probably around 4,500 to 5,000 Kelvin. That means they're more yellow, and you're gonna see that when I show you how much yellower your HIDs are compared to these two lights. Also, both lights are rated at 6,000 Kelvin, but I can't say they have the same color for sure. The Auxitos tend to be a little yellower, and the LITTONs a little whiter. Okay, that's enough technical talk. Let's see how these lights perform.
Check out this picture. It is a clear difference between OEM and LED lighting. The Auxito is so much brighter and wider, and the chart below comes from my video editing program showing the amount of light reaching the camera sensor. It is not an absolute value, but more of a good comparison. Clearly, the Auxito's putting out more light. Compare the Auxito to the I LITTON. The Auxito's 24,000 lumens show, and the I LITTON is clearly a little whiter and maybe even a little bluish, despite being the same color temperature rating. Comparing all three, it's clear that the LEDs have an advantage here. Outside against the garage with some high beams, you can see that both LEDs perform great. Obviously the camera can't pick up the actual experience, but this should give you a good idea of what it's like driving with these. We've still got the Auxitos on the left and the I LITTONs on the right. You can definitely see the color difference, but they're both plenty bright and they're not blinding anybody down the road, don't worry. In this shot, we've got the Auxito on the right and OEM on the left. The difference is subtle, but once you've seen it, it's hard to go back. To some of us auto enthusiasts, we want our car to look good on the outside as well, and for some reason, those brighter, wider bulbs can give you a different feel for the car, and you can see the difference on the outside. However, the I LITTONs are a bit bluer than the LED waterfalls on the front of the car.
All right, I hope that video evidence is enough to convince you that you want to upgrade to LED lights in your CTS. For me, I'm going with the Auxitos. Why? Because their color is just right to match those LED waterfalls on the front of the car. That's important to me for the consistency of the car. I don't really want the bright white ones in there. However, I was lucky to find out that the D3S bulbs are exactly what goes in my Porsche as well, so the LITTONs are going in there and it's gonna be perfect on the Porsche. All right, let's get started on installing these Auxito lights on the CTS. Replacing the bulbs on your Cadillac CTS or a lot of cars from this generation isn't as easy as it used to be, where you just go into the hood area, unscrew the bulb and replace it. Now, for this car, you need to go through the wheel liner. To do that, you'll want to turn your wheel all the way to the inside. And then on the CTS, we've got 3 T15 Torx screws to remove, and then you can peel back the wheel liner to access where the bulb is. However, the tire is pretty close to the wheel liner, and doing this your first time, it may be a little too tight for you. Especially on my car, it's lowered, so it's really tight. I highly suggest you raise the vehicle by jacking up the front section and supporting it. And what this will do is raise the car up and the wheel will drop down, giving you more of a gap to peel back that wheel liner. If you really want to get creative, pull the whole wheel off and then it's going to be even easier. But I'm going to go ahead and jack up the car so I can give you the best possible camera angle.
Once you've removed those 3 T15 Torx screws and peeled back the wheel liner, you can put a light up in there to see better. There's a circular cover. All you need to do is turn that counterclockwise about 30 degrees and it comes right off. Inside, you'll see the back of the HID bulb and this heat shielded cable going to the connector right up to the bulb. Just pull the connector straight down and it comes off. Next, you might want to put on one of those white gloves that Auxito put in the box for you, but I'm just going to skip it. Grab the base of the bulb and twist it counterclockwise. It'll only turn about 20 or 40 degrees and then it comes straight out. Now just grab your new LED bulb from Auxito and install it. Put it in with the connector facing about the 4 or 5 o'clock position and then turn it to where it's pointing straight down at the 6 o'clock position. Reconnect the power cable, and then don't forget to put the cover on. I've totally forgotten that sometimes. The little tab on the cover points down. Before putting everything away, let's test the headlight and make sure it works. Now tuck the wheel liner back into place and replace those 3 T15 Torx screws. I'm using my DeWalt 90-degree adapter. Not totally necessary, but it makes things way easier. Then lower the car back down and move on to the other side.
All right, I hope this video helped you decide if you want to do the LED upgrade to your Cadillac. Now remember, we're doing a giveaway thanks to Auxito. You can win a pair of D3S LED bulbs just like the ones I installed on the car today. You're gonna have to take a couple steps though. First, I need you to hit the like button. We'll do the giveaway after 150 likes. Also, be a Jet Fuel only subscriber, hit that subscribe button and consider hitting the bell to be notified of future Cadillac content. And lastly, go down in the comments and I need you to write, light 'em up. Once we have 150 likes, I'm gonna randomly pick and send out those lights. Hey, thanks so much for watching the Jet Fuel Only channel. We'll see you next time.